Hi, I'm Scott Gilchrist with the Romans Project. The Romans Project is all about equipping pastors worldwide in God's Word, the one tangible tool that He left us with, the Bible. You know, there's 2.2 million congregations, churches around the world, and in 85% of those congregations, the leader, the shepherd, the pastor, has no theological training. We have found that we can come alongside these men and equip them in God's Word in a very simple and transforming way. We challenge men to give themselves to the book of Romans, to really grasp the gospel of God's grace, the cross of Jesus Christ.
The book of Romans taught me that it is not by works, but by faith.
In 2010, John Corey, a lifelong missionary to Africa, challenged 3 men to read Romans 20 times, to read it repeatedly until they were saturated with the gospel as explained in Romans. Then he asked them to copy it out by hand, to spend time interacting with the text devotionally, and then to listen to the teaching of Romans, the exposition of Romans. And then he challenged them to proclaim Romans to their congregation. That is the core of what we're still doing. We saw men, pastors, transformed, and hence their ministries transformed as they got into God's Word in that way.
It gave me a lot of insight to understand the Bible. I realized that the book of Romans is like the foundation of the Bible.
The simple way we do this is to challenge them to read Romans 20 times, copy it out, listen to the teaching of Romans, and we give them a digital copy of expository teaching of Romans. Upon completion of the reading and the writing, they listen to the teaching, and then they're motivated to proclaim this gospel as explained in Romans to their congregations.
I listened to Pastor Scott, going through Romans in his sermons, and I appreciated the way he exposed it. So he's like a mentor. He becomes like a mentor to most of us who have gone through the project, and when we listen to him.
It began to spread word of mouth in Liberia, and it went from there to other countries. Today, we've literally trained thousands of pastors in 14 countries on the continent of Africa.
This project will help many others just to learn many things for their life and also to share for others. So I say that continue doing this training even for others.
We're excited to see what God is doing through this, and I'm glad you took the time just to acquaint yourself with the Romans Project, and I ask that you be praying for us as we seek to be good stewards of this ministry that God has raised up.